Back on the Chad Hasty Show, News Talk KFYO. President Trump weighing in on the unmasking of General Flynn, called it the greatest political crime in the history of our country. This from Fox News. Trump weighed in this morning in an interview with Fox Business Network on former Obama officials, including the former Vice President Joe Biden, along with former FBI Director James Comey, who requested to, quote, unmask former National Security Advisor Michael Flynn during the transition period between the Trump and Obama administrations. A list of then Obama officials who made the request while an investigation into Russian interference in the 2016 presidential election and the alleged Trump campaign collusion in such efforts was ongoing was made public Wednesday, after it was declassified by Acting Director of National Intelligence Richard Grenell. Quote, I think it was the greatest political crime in the history of our country, Trump said in an interview with Fox Business. If I were a Democrat instead of a Republican, I think everybody would have been in jail a long time ago, and I'm talking with 50-year sentences. It's a disgrace what happened. This is the greatest political scam and hoax in the history of our country. Trump continued, people should not be going to jail for this stuff. Hopefully, a lot of people are going to have to pay. No other president should have to go through this. And I'll tell you, General Flynn, the others are heroes. Heroes because what's happened to them, they weren't after General Flynn. They wanted him to lie about me and make up a story. And remember, those notes were already released. What's the goal here? Is the goal to get Flynn to lie? Or to get to the truth? What is the goal here? It's kind of scary when the FBI is asking that, right? What's the goal here with this person? If it can happen to Michael Flynn, it can happen to Jody Smyers, by the way. Flynn's case returned to the national spotlight after the Department of Justice moved to dismiss charges against him of lying to the FBI about conversations with then Russian ambassador, despite a guilty plea that Flynn later sought to withdraw. Trump allies claim that Flynn was wrongly targeted, have suggested that high-level involvement in an effort to bring him down. Democrats, however, claim that the DOJ's decision to abandon the case show that it's become politicized. Both the DOJ and Grenell had been discussing the unmasking files after Grenell appeared to have delivered those files to the department last week. There were some tensions between the two offices over who would actually pull the trigger and release them. Ultimately, publication came from Capitol Hill. The Trump campaign slammed Biden over the fact that his name appeared on the list of officials who requested Flynn's unmasking. Quote, Joe Biden's limp claim that he doesn't know anything about the railroading of General Michael Flynn just got even more unbelievable. Biden is listed among the Obama administration officials who requested the unmasking of Flynn, said campaign manager Brad Parscale in a statement. We already knew Biden was briefed on the Flynn case before Trump took office. Now we know that he wanted Flynn unmasked. The Biden campaign accused the Trump campaign of lying. But these documents have absolutely nothing to do with any FBI investigation, and they confirm that all normal procedures were followed. Okay, I want to pause on that because you're seeing a lot of the news media, the left-wing news media, James Clapper, who was also mentioned in this unmasking, and others who say that this happens all the time. Tens of thousands of people are unmasked every single year. Andrea Mitchell posted on Twitter last night, this happens all the time. Unmasking happens all the time, and she's correct. Unmasking does happen all the time. What does not happen all the time is that information is then leaked to the news media and is published. Because that is leaking classified information, which is a crime. So somebody, whether it was Joe Biden, Clapper, Comey, one of their underlings, somebody with ties high up in the Obama administration committed a crime. They leaked classified information, I believe it was to the New York Times. That is against the law. And this all ties into the Russian hoax and everything. I mean, this all ties together. And of course Obama knew. Of course Obama. If Joe Biden knew. If Obama's, I think it was Obama's chief of staff knew. If all of these people surrounding Obama knew, then of course Obama knew. And of course Obama knew what was going on with all of this. And the Democrats are going to do everything they can do to keep Obama out of it, to keep Joe out of it, to keep all these people out of it. Should somebody be going to jail? Probably so. But what have we learned about leaking classified information? If you're a Democrat, it's okay. It's all right. As long as it's against Trump and against Trump's people, it's perfectly fine and acceptable to leak classified information.